Hoy veremos opiniones de diferentes personalidades acerca de la cancelación de la licencia para transmitir programa de Canal 31.
Community television has provided valuable training for countless TV professionals and produced several successful entertainers. It seems there's just no room on the broadcast spectrum for community television. We need that room for important...
Let me tell you what's happened. The community television has had free access to some spectrum, some television free-to-air spectrum.
We need that room for important cultural institutions like the TV shopping network. And you need to remember, these channels only play that NutriBullet promo several times a day.
It's always been understood that they weren't going to be there forever, by the way. No one's ever suggested this was going to be broadcast over the internet.
And it's sort of really insulting that the Communications Minister is suggesting that this is an act of benevolence on his part for community television. We've really tried to communicate with the Minister that we understand that audiences are moving online, and that's evident that the internet is integrating into all broadcasting, in fact, all forms of media.
That is a much better platform for them. They have tiny audiences. I mean, their average prime time audience nationally for all of these community TV stations in most of the capital cities is 6,000.
And we're willing to adapt to that future, but to ask us to do it in the time frames he's proposing is just, well, it's ludicrous. He's not asking 7, 9 and 10 or ABC or SBS to make that sort of move. Give us a chance to integrate the internet into our service offering and then perhaps...
The sector is clear that there are options that would enable community TV to continue broadcasting while also ensuring that valuable spectrum can be managed efficiently for all Australians.
And consider community television as adding value in terms of diversity and participation and, a breeding ground for talent and local Australian content.
This is a test as to whether life under your leadership, Minister Turnbull, would be more enlightened or just more of the same. Here is a chance to kill community TV or to save it. And to the public, I say that if you watch community TV or you know people who do, or if you recognise how important community TV is for communities across Melbourne and Australia, now is the time to take action.
The computer, and there's thousands of elderly people that do not have computers. So you're discriminating against us. We will not be able to get Bris 31.
Okay,
well,
Evelyn, thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks, Evelyn. But you don't actually. All you would need a device, a television that is capable of being connected to the internet. And really, most new televisions are able to do that.
But people would have to go out and buy a new television to do that.
Cutting funding for multicultural broadcasting, cutting funding for the ABC and the SBS, cutting funding for Channel 31 and community broadcasting is not the way to go. It's wrong, and it's certainly not something that Labor could ever back.
Now, at times we hear a comparison made with the shift BBC 3 has made. Now, I would argue that the BBC 3 channel a shift to the internet cannot be compared to CTV in this country on size, scale and how it's been undertaken. The British experience, in fact, demonstrates the opposite. That this country is moving towards community television is what is actually happening in Britain.
As the community TV sector has been saying loudly and clearly, the shift to the internet is already underway, and it's a shift that will take time for community and commercial operators alike. So on what basis should the community sector access to spectrum be pushed off a cliff?
And I, for one, am a great supporter. And I can tell you for sure the coalition government understands the importance of Channel 31. We understand the importance in protecting our multiculturalism, protecting the diversity that's a big strength of Victorian community.